Let's get the laptop sorted out and the bag for the day settled down there. And welcome yourselves in for another video with myself, Darren, HGV Class 1 driver here in the UK. And this morning looks to be a lovely day. And again, back in Aphrodite, doing our vehicle checks for this morning, making sure everything is all okay. It's the same trailer we used yesterday, so we've not disconnected it from last night, but I'm still going around making sure we've not got a puncture and everything is all secure still. That's the bin emptied out. Back in there you go. Job one is just over at Bolton and it's 14 miles away and I'll be getting there in about 40 minutes drive. I don't have to be there until 9:30. I think that's what time it's booked in for, so hopefully they can accept it nice and early and there's no issues. We've got plenty of time there, haven't we? I do love this time of year though. You got the nice colours coming in, haven't you, from autumn, all the oranges, and you still got the nice weather where it's not too hot but it's not too cold at the same time. Nice clear skies. What a lovely little view from the office for today. I love it. I couldn't be sat in an office, I really couldn't. I mean, fair play to people who do. Some people love their jobs, doing whatever they are doing in their career. But I absolutely love driving. Just being out in the fresh air every day. It's good for you as well, it's healthy, isn't it? If you don't make yourself stressed, that's the only problem. If you make yourself stressed, traffic and all that stuff, and then you go dislike the job that you're going to be doing. Don't take it personal. You got to be like water off a duck's back when it comes to traffic. It is what it is, can't help it. Don't stress about it. Do hope everybody's having a great week so far as well. Can't believe it's Thursday already. It's gone so quick, hasn't it? I think it's like the 17th of October already. My word, that sun is so bright. It's low and bright at the same time, isn't it? So I just have to be careful. I keep telling myself to buy a pair of sunglasses as well. For this time of year when the sun's really bright and low, you need a pair of sunglasses. Just get a cheap pair. Like £3 or something from Asda or Tesco. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just a pair of sunglasses you can keep in the cab. It doesn't matter if they get scratched up in the drawer or if they get damaged in your pocket. I wouldn't recommend wearing some like Armani or something. Not worth it, they'll get damaged over time. Only 11 miles to go now. But there in no time. Just wondering which way the police officer was going then. Just cutting through Lee to get to Bolton. I'm trying to stay away from the motorway area of Bolton as much as I can, because that is just a massive headache on its own, isn't it? So it's like a car park, the M6 to that part. So I've cut through Lee and then I think towards Atherton, and I could come out the back end through the back routes then to get to Bolton. And it's right by I think it's the M61 motorway where the new Audi is. It's got like a big Audi RDC being built there, and quite a lot of warehouses as well, so I think it's on that new estate. I'll show you a little bit more when I do get closer. We're looking at Google Maps, that's where it looked like it was. And it all being new build, hopefully the roads are big enough when we get to the access point. And also we can find it okay, because some new build places that you go to don't have business names up yet. And our postcode wasn't recognised on the sat nav, so I've had to go to the road just off it. You have the test centre here as well to the left on the second exit. That's where I'm actually taking my test actually. Wish some of the cars would start indicating. just down there on the left. I wonder if I'm driving past the driving school that I used, because they're based up here as well. I think it was called Enterprise off the top of my head. Really good staff there though, nice and friendly, informative as well. So if you're from the area, I would recommend giving them a visit if you want to go in for your lessons. I can see that van driver coming out a mile away. Their base just up there to the second exit where the van's just gone. And I'll be cutting through Atherton itself. Just getting blinded by the sun. The visor's just not quite low enough. The problem is, if you have the visor too low though, you can't see much of the road. So it covers half the window screen pretty much. It's a little bit tight driving through this though, Atherton. My word, I remember doing a few deliveries in a class 1 vehicle. Coming down here, I was with the previous company that I used to work for. And there's a couple of side streets just up here on the right hand side. And I had to deliver to a business which is in like the middle of the residential area of the town. My word, that was tight getting back out. It really is. It's not designed for class 1 Arctics around here. Keep following it up towards Bolton. And just off this road as well, I believe it's this road anyway, there's like an old mill that I've delivered to as well. That was another tight one to get in and out. If you're from the area, you probably know which one I'm talking about, to be fair. Got a learner driver here, good luck mate. If I remember correctly, I think this part of the road was part of the test route that I went on as well. Going through Atherton all the way up towards Bolton, and I think jumped on the motorway for a little bit. And came off one of the other Bolton junctions, so then made my way back towards Lee, I think it was. Not a bad little test route though if you do come down this way. Just coming up to the location now. It's just up here on the right. Got a roundabout coming up in half a mile. Never really noticed the views here on the right hand side. You can see the whole of Lee. Feel like I'm up in the mountains. Move over a little bit. Somebody else either on their test or lessons. Good luck. Righty-o then. Let's try and find our delivery point. Oh, I'll be damned, I never knew there was services on here.
Advise you pull over as soon as possible to review the new schedule.
That's the PDA there interrupting. Oh, look, I might get a Greggs in a bit. Don't think I'll fit through the drive-through though. I don't think it's either a truck services either, by the looks of it. Okay, yeah, HGV access. No buildings only, not the actual services by the looks of it. So I'm actually looking for that multiply that I've just seen on there. So I'm in the right area at least. Really big Amazon site over there. I've delivered quite a few times to this Lidl, so Audi on the left hand side. I thought it was a Lidl for some reason then. Multiply over this way. At least it's signposted well. Having a nightmare trying to find this place. So I've come down to the end and there was a big sign saying like multiply logistics down this way. So I've gone down to the end. I just need to be careful with these parked cars. I've got parked cars all over the place. Right where they shouldn't be. I've got to do a little bit of a blind reverse to get back on myself. Can't turn around anywhere. So where is this place that I'm looking for? I did say before, didn't I, about new builds. Not always having the signs up, you know, in the right areas or whatnot. Let's get the hazard lights on. I think there was another truck driver as well doing the exact same thing. Because I was coming in, they was reversing out. Take it nice and slow. What I am going to do actually, quickly, I'm just going to ask this butty van person, because they drive to all different businesses, so they might actually know. Turns out they don't know about it either, never heard of the business. So drive around, see if we can find anything, or phone the office, get a contact number. That's probably the best bet. I'm wondering if it's not the business name, which is called Multiply Logistics, because the sign here is Multiply at Logistics North, Unit F2 to let. So this whole area is probably called Multiply at Logistics North, not a business name. That would make sense why I can't find it. So I need to get onto the office and find a proper name for the business. After doing a little bit of detective work, one of the pallets I put some paperwork on yesterday with like a map of where their new location is. Turns out it's PJH, not Synergy or whatever it was. A little bit of a queue to get in. Turns out it's not this one. But it's the building here now on your left hand side. They've got 3 different warehouses all next to each other. So I've got to go into the goods in area for this one on the left hand side now instead. A little bit of a tight yard. Plan of action is to reverse onto bay 4. And then I'm going to get tipped on either side because the pallets are too big to go through the back door. should do about there. And as you can see, the yard is fairly tight. Get all these buckles up. Bit stiff, some of these. That's 1/2 done. Now I've just got to pull the curtains back so I can do the other half. First job all done. Second job is over at Lee, 8.5 miles away and just over a half-hour drive. Let's raise the middle suspension axle, level the trailer, and away we go. Looks like I'm staying pretty local today, which I don't really mind, to be honest with you, because I get a half decent finish time if I do stay local. Well, in theory anyway. Doesn't always work out as that, as you've seen in previous vlogs. Part of the game though, isn't it? Unpredictable sometimes for your finish times. Got a tight left coming up, so I need to take up both lanes. Left indicator on, just so everybody knows what I'm doing. I'm pretty much just staying right in the middle of the road. Swing it around, last second. Back down and around we go. Back driving through, is it Atherton this bit or is it Tildesley? I think it's Atherton, isn't it? I always get mixed up. Either way, it's always really tight. Yeah, Atherton it is, this one. Tilsley's just a little bit further down, isn't it? Little drive past the Lee Town Centre, and I'm hoping the roads are quite clear up ahead, because I think, if I remember correctly, it might be quite a tight right turn, especially being a truck. Might be thinking of the wrong road though, to be honest. Following it down and through. Nice and wide. And around we go. Ah yeah, I was thinking it was at this right turn here, which knocks on the other side of the estate. This is another collection that we normally do, this big mill here on the right hand side. It's one of our regular clients. But the one I'm collecting from at the moment is just a bit further down. If it's the one I'm thinking of, I've got to reverse into a little yard. So I was going to pull up to it slowly first, see if there's room at the end. I might be able to spin it around in the yard. Yeah, it's just here now on the right. Pretty much that white building there you can see. Yep, space at the end. It's alright. Last time we came there wasn't any space. So I had to reverse into this. Do you know what? I'm going to reverse it straight into their yard. That's how I drive it in. Back into the corner. Just enough so I can get a bit of space to turn. So if this can't move out the way. Perfecto. And then I'm just going to block this whole area. Get loaded up on both sides then. Just coming up to 12:30 now, and I've taken a 45-minute break. I thought I'll get it nice and early, get it out of the way, and then I can smash all the collections out now for the afternoon. So I've got one collection just down this way. I think it's just one pallet from here, and then the industry estate, which is just round a bit further down. I've then got 8 pallets to collect from one of the businesses there. Now I think it's here, Penfield Road. Yeah. Go. So I'll make a collection whilst I'm here. A little bit of a tight one to try and turn around in. Get a bit of a kink in the trailer so we can get a nice spin. Then now we go to job number 2. Go on, mate. Let's take it nice and wide. Don't want the trailer cut in the corner. It's been nice and easy today so far. The only problem is I've got to do the trunk run today. I started a little bit later, which means I've got to go to Widnes with an empty trailer, get loaded up, then take it back to the hub. Hopefully it's not going to be a 7 o'clock finish, which I think it might be, unfortunately. So I think it's going to be another late one again today. Just depends how busy Widnes depot have been. They're not too busy, then they might be able to get back at a decent time. which means then I can get loaded and get home at a decent time. Are they waiting? Yep. Let's get past that car. There we go. And now we're collecting 8 pallets from this estate. So it's taking me about 2 minutes really to drive from that other place to where I am now. Try and keep an eye on where that guy is. Oblivious to the world. I've got a bollard on the passenger side that I need to be careful of. I'm taking it nice and slow. Got how much space on either side, I don't want to rip the bumper off, you see. Straighten it up a little bit. Normally I'd come in from this angle, but they've got a road closed. So I've had to come in from this way instead. It's just a little bit too tight really for an Arctic. I'll show you on the way out anyway. I need to nip a little bit of the curb. Make sure I'm past that van. Yeah. So we've got a van on the passenger side. I think I might need to get something moved actually. I'll see if they can move the van. There's a little bit more space on the passenger side. I'll always get out, have a look. There's no point trying to guesstimate it when you're reversing. As you can see, it's a little bit tight, isn't it, around here. Another good thing to do, if you ever see these cones lying around, try to use them. Use them as like a little marking point. So if I know if I reverse up to there, I'm not too close to that gate and not too close to the side of the building. So I need to go in the corner where them cones are, I've just placed down, and then they go slide them across. So I need to get in the corner where that truck is, not truck, car. Keep an eye on the passenger side. Make sure don't knock the bumper or anything. See, I can see the cones in the shadow now on the floor, you see. So I'm using the shadow now as a marker to get close to it. A little bit like so. Perfection. This weather definitely can't make its mind up today, can it? Whew. Jumpers come off, t-shirt weather. It's absolutely beautiful today, isn't it? Off to the hub I go then, unload, and then to Widnes. It's currently 1:10. Says all the roadworks over there, can't get out that way unfortunately. These are the bollards I was talking about before. Not a lot of space to reverse into because you need to straighten up your cab in front of your trailer. That's the tricky part. It's like doing all the roadworks. Got the new tarmac on the buildings to the left. And what's your back fella? Offloaded at the hub, and I've just been speaking to the guys in the office, and it turns out SSO are looking for 2 new drivers to start on nights. So if anybody's looking for a job doing HGV driving, unfortunately it is nights at the moment, but there is 2 vacancies available. If you visit the website, it's at www.ssologistics.com/vacancies. Under there you'll be able to see the apply now, and then put your CV in, put a little note on it saying like you're seeing it from the Life of Darren recommendations or anything. I'm not on commission for this, but I'm just trying to help out drivers who are struggling to find work at the moment. 2 years experience is preferred, but I don't think it's a must. So if you're new pass and you live in the Warrington area or near St Helens, we're based over in Ashton, part of Wigan as well, so if you live around there, apply for it. You've got nothing to lose, have you? But plenty to gain if you get a new job. Now the public announcement has been done, let's get ourselves to Widnes. Over at Widnes now, and I've just got to wait for this fella to get loaded up so then I can get connected to the big double-decker XL style. So these are one of the XL trailers that carry about an extra 12 pallets, give or take. And also, as you can see, that last wheel right there is one of the rear steer axles. Pretty much when I go around the corner, I just got to be careful of the extra overhang and the wheel on the back moves. Load is nice and secure, truck connected, so let's go to Ashton. A lot of traffic at the moment coming through Widnes with the time of 5:20. Just trying to make my way over towards the M62, and then I can cut across from the M62 up the M6, come off at Wigan and Ashton, and then head down through, I'm not too sure actually, is it the A49? I think it might be that road. And that'll take us straight to the depot, get unloaded, and then drop the trailer, and then off we'll go. Oh dear, I didn't want this. I really didn't want this. I think there's been an accident on the M62 somewhere. Matrix signs are all saying 40 miles per hour. Left hand lane, as you can see, is queuing up to come off the A49. Wow, let's go. That queue goes back about 1.5 miles. Hopefully the M6 northbound is clear and the accident's a little bit further up, because if I stay in this lane now I'll be able to move over after this next junction and then stay in the far left lane. Oh wait, I can see lights up ahead. Okay, so it looks like, right, the accident is on the other side of the road on the motorway. And all this traffic is because everybody's rubbernecking. I think. I don't know, I can see blue lights everywhere. Looks to be 2 vans and a car. Oh, is that one of the workmen? No, that's been hit as well, yeah. It's 2 vans and a car. Luckily nobody's too injured, bit of whiplash. I've genuinely lost count of how many accidents I've seen in the last few weeks. I Seen one yesterday on the way back, didn't we? Well, just the aftermath of them anyway, not seeing them happening there and then. So we've seen the aftermath of one yesterday on the way back, going down the A5. We've got this one just now. There's a couple of accidents was at the start of the week as well, on the way down towards Birmingham region. Let's give them a little flash, let them in. They wanted to come over last minute as well. Let's see what the M6 is saying, because that's I can't see, is that 40 miles per hour there? Or is it 60? In theory, this should be free flowing. They've re-opened up all the roadworks. It's currently set at 50 miles per hour permanently, whether it's 4 o'clock in the morning or rush hour. God knows why. But it is. But it's open to 4 lanes now. And for some reason it's like this. I thought the whole thing with smart motorways was to improve the traffic. Oh well, run over. Is what it is. It just baffles me a little bit that the motorway has had roadworks going on for last like 5 years, and now it's all done. It seems to be just the same as when the roadworks were in operation. I've only got a couple of miles to go, the one here, so it's not too bad. I should be back at a hub for, it's 20 to 6 now. I reckon 6 o'clock I'll be there for. Got another tight left turn, and because I've got the extra length on the back, I'm just taking up half the road on the right hand side. Last minute turn. Make sure the axle gets past the turn first, and then I straighten it up. Ooh, a lot of traffic to come back through, isn't there? Not a bad guess on timing as well. It's currently 5 to 5. So I got here 5 minutes quicker than I thought I would have. I just need to get unloaded inside the warehouse, drop this trailer inside the yard once it's been unloaded, and then the warehouse needs me to give them a little hand so I can shunt the trailer, which is parked in their way at the moment. It shouldn't take 2 minutes really to hook up to the trailer and move it outside. Move it out of the way at least. And that is the Aphrodite parked up for the night. I forgot to mention earlier on as well, the vacancies what are on nights, the shifts are a lot easier than the days. It's pretty much driving down to Birmingham and back, or one of the other hubs and back. Dead easy, 7 PM to start, and I think they finish for around 6:30, 7 o'clock as well in the morning, depending on traffic obviously. So don't worry, you won't be doing 15-hour days like myself. It's currently 7:15, so I'm going to call it a day on the video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Back in 5:30 tomorrow, bright and early again. Bye for now.